Starting the 2-minute drill.
But I just forgot his name was Matthew.
Today on the RAM Report, we start off with a look into the recent art show. Next, a few shout-outs from students for Teacher Appreciation Week. Then, a sports feature on the girls' hockey team with On the Rack. Also coming up, we spoke to the coordinators of the TEDx event for a recap. Next, a behind-the-scenes look into the recent HTC musical, Chicago. Then, we spoke to Mr. O'Brien for a farewell. All that and more in just 1 minute.
Lower Merion Township possesses a modern and salutary school system with 9 elementary schools, 3 junior high schools, and 2 high schools.
Outbreak among Harriton High School students.
Harriton High School in Montgomery County are...
Harriton High School in Pennsylvania have been accused.
But there was this problem with the architecture.
So you have to go outdoors, you need to gear up to go between a lot of the classes.
Our coats were on our backs.
And obviously that much time will cause the building to wear down quite a bit.
The RAM Report. Harriton's leading news program. Live from the television studio. With anchors Ria Sharma and Emily Goldstein.
Good morning, Harriton, and welcome to the RAM Report. I'm Emily Goldstein.
And I'm Ria Sharma. Up first today, we take a look into the recent art show. 2 weeks ago, Harriton's own National Art Honor Society hosted their annual art show and welcoming ceremony for new NHS members. From film and photo to ceramics to metal arts and beyond, our students across all grades were given the opportunity to showcase their impressive work. The event included a cupcake decorating competition, a student band, and of course, the chance to view pieces created throughout the year. Harriton seniors presented their final portfolios before graduating in many different art forms. HarritonTV correspondent Emily Goldstein spoke to NHS leaders and art teachers for more.
I love seeing the culmination of all of the students' work, especially the seniors who get to really get a sense of their accomplishments over the 4 years that they've been an artist at Harriton. And it's just a really fun, exciting celebration with their families and their friends, and a great way to send them off as they move on after Harriton.
And there's a lot of underclassmen too, but the seniors especially, they've built a body of work throughout their career here. Some went through ceramics 1 to 5, so it's really fulfilling to see how they've gotten better and their work developed. So it's just really nice they can come back and see all this.
So we worked on doing the promotion for this event. So we made the art show poster that you might see around the school, and we also got on the announcements and everything, and trying to spread the word to the whole school beyond just the art community. We want everybody to come and enjoy the art from Harriton.
My favorite thing about NHS is that it brings the whole art community together. We have a large group and we do these fun activities together and are able to bond over our shared interests in art and service.
I think that it's a wonderful thing that we have such a supportive community for the arts here, and that's something that I feel really helps the students grow and feel like they can express themselves in a creative place.
Congratulations to all of our seniors who have dedicated so much to Harriton's art program over the years. We're excited to see what the rest of our art students continue to do.
Next up, as a part of National Staff Appreciation Week, we caught up with students who had some kind words to say about their teachers.
Shout out to Mr. Warren for being a very caring person.
I want to shout out Miss Dietz for bringing her bunnies to school.
Mr. Rapp, best teacher around.
We want to shout out Mr. Mescalado.
I want to shout out Senora Brown.
Mr. Scullin.
Mrs. Hecht.
Miss Petronella.
Shout out Mr. Felke.
Miss L, I love you so much. You're the best teacher ever.
Shout out to Mr. Galvin. Chemistry was so fun.
Mr. Bischoff. He's tough. And Mr. Seum, my goat.
Shout out Dr. MC.
We want to shout out Mr. Lone.
He's just like an amazing teacher. We love you, Mr. Lode. Miss Thomas and Miss Jackson. Miss McFarland. We love Mr. Cooperstein.
Hurst. Hi, Mr. Midzak.
Hey, Mrs. McCoy. You're amazing. You stuck up for me for the last 4 years.
Elman, because she's amazing. Mr. Ulster.
Mr. Rapp.
Miss Stabert.
Mr. Lone, I think that he really cares about his subject, and I really enjoy his classes overall.
Miss Ferguson, because she puts so much work into her English class and preparing us for the SATs and teaching us how to write better.
We're shouting out Miss Walmsley because she's very nice, and we learn a lot from her in global studies, and she sometimes lets us go outside. Miss Kane? I love you, Miss L. You're the best.
I think Mr. Felke is a great teacher.
Hey, I want to shout out Senora Brown.
I want to shout out Miss Bigham.
We want to shout out Miss Petronella. Shout out to Miss Powell for being the best English teacher ever.
Miss Freshie, shout out.
Mr. Seum.
We
I
appreciate
second
Miss
that.
Kane. And Miss Demery, my calc teacher. I love her.
Thanks, guys. As a part of Staff Appreciation Week, we would like to thank all staff in the building for everything you do each day to support and inspire students. We wouldn't be here without you.
Next up, we have a special segment of On the Rack, recapping the girls' ice hockey team win back in March. Then we have a live sports update. Here's Bryson and Ted for the story.
Welcome back to On the Rack. I'm Ted Heckman.
Here with Bryson Unger. We have a great show for you guys right after this.
Back in March, the Lower Merion, Liberty, Lower Merion, and Harriton girls ice hockey team won the Flyers Cup.
This was the team's first time ever winning the tournament.
The Liberty girls opened the Flyers Cup with a dominant 10-0 win over Radnor before edging Downingtown West 3-2 in the semifinals to advance to the final.
Then in the finals, after Avon Grove scored the game's opening goal, Lower Merion answered just 30 seconds later with the equalizer from Ellie Smith. Stella Strode and Thea Moore both added goals to lift the Liberty to the championship victory in a hard-fought title game.
Lower Merion's success was fueled by a complete team effort throughout the tournament. Goalie Ruby Lino delivered a standout postseason performance and was named the Bobby Clark Most Valuable Player for the tournament.
4 of the Liberty players are named to the all-tournament team, including Stella Strode, Willem Moore, Thea Moore, and goalie Ruby Lino.
On the Rack correspondent Park Main and On the Rack producer Benji Panzer sat down with the Liberty player Stella Strode and assistant captain Nadia Reddy.
How do you think the Liberty's going to repeat their success next season?
I feel like we just got to do the same thing that we did this year and really work hard in practices and stay together as a team and hopefully do the same thing.
First off, I know you guys had a lot of success this season. What do you think attributed to that?
I think we did a lot of extra practices and we had a coaching switch up too, so I think that really helped. And I think this year the girls did a really good job of making sure we all hung out as well as outside of the rink. I think that really helped build a team.
And then my second question is, what are you guys going to do this off-season to continue the success next season?
I think we're all going to stay connected and make sure that we do some off-ice training and have some practices throughout the summer to keep our skills up and hope to win Flyers Cup again next year.
After their win, the team was featured on Fox 29 Philadelphia in a special segment with Jen Frederick.
Good luck, girls. Hope you can repeat this success next season.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of On the Rack. I'm Bryson Unger.
And I'm Ted Heckman. Back to the news desk.
Thanks for that, guys. Good luck to the team next season. Now, a live sports update.
Hey Harriton, I'm Benji Panzer.
And I'm Park Main. We're here live with some sports updates.
Tomorrow night is the Hink. The Hink is Harriton's annual girls flag football game, open to all grades.
The matchups are set as the freshmen will face off against the juniors and the sophomores will battle the seniors. Winner of each game will go on to play a final match where the winner takes all.
This will be a powder puff game, meaning the boys of each grade will be able to coach the girls during the match.
Whether you are playing, cheering, or watching from the stands, the Hink is a great way to support your classmates and show some school spirit.
HarritonTV will be streaming the game on the HarritonTV YouTube channel. Tune in live tomorrow at 6 p.m. And now for some upcoming sport events.
Tomorrow at 3:45, the boys' freshman baseball team plays against Radnor at Creekfield. Good luck, guys.
Also tomorrow morning are the girls' and boys' varsity track and field championship tournament. Good luck to all the runners that are participating.
That's all we have for you today. Back up to the news desk.
Thanks, guys. On May 1st, Harriton's very own TEDx Club hosted their second annual event inspired by the theme, Never Have I Ever. Student speakers shared personal experiences regarding the theme, while guests enjoyed snacks and dirty sodas. HarritonTV had the pleasure to film the event, which will be posted to the official TEDx YouTube channel in the coming weeks. We met with club president Layan Alzobi, as well as future presidents Alexis Wynn and Ria Sharma for more.
Your name and role?
My name is Layan Alzobi, and I am the TEDx head organizer.
What planning went into this event?
So it took a year's worth of planning, lots of emails and coordinating with all the speakers, after school rehearsals, lunch and learn rehearsals, a lot of logistical stuff that I had to handle, and yeah.
How would you describe the environment of your club?
So I think the club is a very tight community, most definitely. We definitely have to work together and kind of bring somebody else up when they fall down, because we're not just working toward a competition where somebody competes individually, and it's not just a membership club. It's kind of we're working toward an event that we're going to present to our community. So it's a very tight-knit environment, and it's also a very inspiring environment.
What planning went into the event this year?
Well, it starts in the early fall. We gather together. Leon and I start considering ideas and things like that, and then when we get the first meeting together, we see how many. We have that interest meeting, and then everyone tries to come. That's a bigger number, and then that number goes down as people realize what you actually do, and ideas and everything else generates from that.
What does it feel like to be an official speaker for TEDx?
It feels really good, even especially after just presenting. It just feels very rewarding, and I feel like the both of us gave really good speeches, and so I'm really glad we get to have this moment where we get to run TEDx next year.
I agree. I also think that saying developing your TEDx speech throughout the year and then saying it is sort of a release from just all the hard work you've put in all year, and also it's just you're talking about a topic of your choice, so that's obviously really rewarding when you get to express that in front of a group of people.
Congratulations to all speakers. We look forward to the TEDx event next year.
Moving on, the Harriton Theater Company recently performed Chicago, the musical. The musical was a resounding success thanks to the immense talent of the performers and the hard work of the behind-the-scenes crew that really brought the show to life. Here's Amelia Lawson with the recap.
Good morning, Harriton. We're currently here behind the scenes of this year's spring musical as we get a recap of everyone's favorite moments from Chicago.
Hello, who am I with today? What's your role in this musical?
Hi, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'm the music director for Chicago Teen Production here at Harriton Theater Company.
That's great. And how do you think this musical is going so far?
It's going really great. We had a great opening night last night. Tonight's going very well, too. The cast is really telling the story out there on the stage. They all sound great. The orchestra sounds great. I'll miss working with all the students in the cast on the vocals and on working the harmonies and the acting to tell the story while they're singing. And it happens every year, but productions come and go, and that's just the way it is. I'll look forward to next year.
Hello, who am I with today, and what was your role?
My name is Coy Evans. I play Billy Flynn in Chicago.
Nice. And what was your favorite thing about this musical?
My favorite thing about this musical is the fact that it happened in the end, and all the people in it are really great. And, Avali's over there, and thanks, Avali. She got me a great gift. Thank you, Avali.
Hello, who am I with, and what was your role in this musical?
I'm Harrison. I was playing Amos Hart.
Nice. And what was your favorite song?
My song, Mr. Cellophane. It's great. It's a good song.
And your favorite character?
I really like Hunyak.
Favorite character in this musical?
Harrison.
Probably Hunyak.
I have to say Amos.
CJ. And what was your role?
Harry.
Harley, and I was a featured dancer and clerk.
Amelia, principal narrator, and featured dancer.
Audrey, and featured dancer.
And what was your guys' favorite song?
Razzle Dazzle!
Hello, who am I with today, and what was your role in this musical?
I'm Kiara Giroux, and I was playing Velma Kelly.
And what was your favorite song that you sung or that the musical played?
I think that my favorite song that I sung was probably All That Jazz, and to watch was Razzle Dazzle, I gotta say.
Thank you so much.
Though the musical has come to an end, we wanted to thank everyone whose hard work and dedication really brought this masterpiece to life. Being part of this experience was truly an opportunity of a lifetime. Back to the news desk.
Amazing job to everyone involved.
After 28 years of dedicated service, Harriton's beloved International Baccalaureate Coordinator, Mr. O'Brien, is retiring. More affectionately known as TOB, Mr. O'Brien has spent his time as a coordinator fostering academic relationships with each IB student and has helped guide generations of students. The end of his career marks a new beginning in his life as he plans to continue exploring the world, one country at a time.
In some ways, I feel like I'm very fortunate going out with the two current cohorts that are in the program. I love all of the previous IB classes. I'm not making a comparison here. But the two current groups are among the kindest students I've ever worked with. They're two of my favorite all-time groups of students. Continue to be kind. Continue to make a positive impact by being the great people that you are. IB's mission is to help create a better and more peaceful world, and go forward and do that, because you can do that. The 30 years that I've spent at Harriton have been a remarkable 30 years. This is a community that I respect tremendously. This is a school community that I respect tremendously. I will miss it here a lot because of my peers and because of the students. And students, you're a fantastic group, so keep being fantastic.
Farewell and safe travels, Mr. O'Brien.
That's all for today's episode. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Goldstein.
And I'm Ria Sharma.
And this
is the RAM Report.